Hey there! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of prototypal inheritance in JavaScript. Get ready to unlock the power of inheritance and learn how it can enhance your code. Let's get started! In JavaScript, prototypal inheritance is a powerful mechanism that allows objects to inherit properties and methods from the other objects. It forms the foundation of JavaScript's object-oriented programming model. Let's understand the basics. In this example, we have a constructor function person that sets the name property on the created object using this. The greet method is added to the prototype of person, allowing all instances of person to access and use the greet method. When we create a new person object and call the greet method, it prints the greeting with the person's name. At the heart of prototypal instance is the concept of prototypes. Each object in JavaScript has an internal link called proto that points to its prototype. Let's visualize it. In this example, we have an object parent object with a property called property and a method called method. We create a new object called object and set its proto property to parent object. This establishes a prototype relationship, allowing child object to inherit the property and method from parent object. Thus, accessing child object.property retrieves the inherited value, and calling child object.method executes the inherited method. Prototypal inheritance enables objects to inherit properties and methods from their prototypes. Let's explore how this works. In this example, we have an animal constructor function that sets the name property on the created object using this. The sound method is added to the prototype of animal. We also have a dog constructor function that extends animal using animal.call with the this context and a name parameter. The dog prototype is set to an object created with object.create animal.prototype. This establishes a prototype chain where dog inherits properties and methods from animal. We add a bark method to the dog prototype, allowing instances of dog to call bark method. Therefore, when we create a new dog object and invoke the sound and bark methods, it outputs the corresponding messages. With prototypal instance, objects can also modify inherited properties and add new ones. Let's see it in action. In this example, we have two constructor functions, car and electric car. The car constructor sets the make and model properties to the newly created objects using the this keyword. It also adds a start method to the car prototype, which logs a message indicating the car is starting. The electric car constructor extends the car constructor by calling it with car.call. This sets the make and model properties to the electric car objects using the car constructor. Additionally, the electric car constructor adds a new property, range, specific to electric cars. To establish the inheritance, we set the electric car prototype to an object created with object.create car.prototype. This links the prototypes, allowing instances of electric car to access properties and methods from car. We also assign electric car.prototype.constructor to electric car to ensure the correct constructor is referenced. Furthermore, we add a modified start method to the electric car prototype, which logs a customized message specific to electric cars, including the range. When we create an instance of electric car and call the start method, it outputs a message indicating that the electric car is starting, along with the range in miles. This example demonstrates how prototypal inheritance allows us to inherit properties and methods from a parent object, modified inherited methods, and add a new properties specific to the child object. Prototypal inheritance offers several benefits, such as code reuse, modularity, and extensibility. Here are some best practices to keep in mind when using prototypal inheritance. Avoid excessive levels of nesting in the prototype chain. Use inheritance to promote code reuse and avoid duplication. Be mindful of modifying inherited properties to prevent unexpected behavior. To recap, prototypal inheritance is a powerful feature in JavaScript that allows objects to inherit properties and methods from the other objects. It forms the foundation of object-oriented programming in JavaScript. By understanding prototypal inheritance, you can write more efficient and modular code. Keep exploring, keep coding, and that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching and happy coding!